can you focus onto the class? Yeah. So now I'm talking about, skip decorator. See, the general meaning of the skip is nothing but what? So if set of elements are here in the cube, some of them need to be test, some of them need to be keep hold. I don't want to skip because let's suppose you are trying to check a particular web application, whether it is responding or not. Twice you have tested, it's working properly. Why third time you are going to execute? It's waste of time, right? So whenever you have 100 test cases, some of them are successfully tested earlier. The report is successfully passed. The test cases which are abnormally throwing an error or abnormally they are producing the output, they need to be execute, rest of them will be skipped. So skip is built-in keyword as a decorator to skip, to skip, to skip, to skip, you know, to skip certain, to skip certain test cases, also known as a test methods. Isn't it? When they were already successfully tested as passed test cases. When the situation is need to conduct regression testing, regression testing means repeatedly we are going to test till we get the desired test passed. Regression is nothing but cycling process. So whenever you are conducting a regression testing, the test cases which have already passed successfully, we are going to skip them. And we are going to check, we are going to test the test cases which have not passed with a certain reasons. When the situation is need to be conducted regression testing, some of the test cases already passed will be skipped. Rest of the test cases will be conduct testing as regression. Are you clear? What is the syntax? Syntax to declare the skip: @Pytest .mark .skip. This is the syntax where we are going to define definition, isn't it? Test underscore method self pass. So we'll be always, make a method or test case as a decorator. Actual behavior of the test case will be remains the same, but because of this particular decorator, the behavior would change little because we want a requirement like that. That's the purpose of the skipping decorator. The same methods, whatever I told, I'll be make little changes here. You please, try to see here. Now there is a method 1. What I'm doing here, letter method 1 is already executed. It's working fine. Test is passed. Okay. For that reason, what I'm doing here, @Pytest .mark .skip. I don't want to be execute the method 1, but method 2 is little abnormal. Again, I want to execute, but method 3 I don't. In this case, I am conducting a regression testing with the only method 2 because it has thrown little abnormal out. Dot skip. Clear? It's all built in. Clear? Yes or no? Let me execute now method 1. Let me execute method 1. You see now? Yes or no? Method. One second. Yes. Clear? Now closely observe the output. What happens? Only Instagram is executed. Method 1 is skipped. Method 3 is also skipped. Only Instagram is open. Do you see the output now? What is the summarization has been given by this? Are you seeing? Method 1 is skipped. Method 2 is executed. Even method 3 also skipped. Only one is passed. Only one is passed. Yes or no? This is summarization. This whole thing is going to be taken as a report, as HTML report. That time the summarization you are going to get. Yes or no? So likewise, don't think that the class will have a 3 methods. Class can have 100 methods, 200 methods. What methods you wanted to skip, what method you wanted to be execute, it's your wish to be specify them the method as a decorator, such a way that accordingly it is going to behave. Are you clear? This is a brief discussion about the skip. Yes, sir. So in the next class, I'll be teach you that, what is the grouping? What is the grouping? Or else, shall I, do you have a time? Shall I continue grouping?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Now, so I'll be write another program here. Let me go through the theory. It's the decorator theory. Okay. Group decorator. See, what do you mean by grouping? Grouping decorator also we can say, group decorator also we can say. See, firstly, in testing, there will be different types of testings. White box testing, black box testing, sanity testing, regression testing, smoke testing, white box testing, unit testing, behavioral testing, test-driven testing, data-driven testing, API testing, a lot of testings are there actually. Whenever we write certain test cases such a way that certain cases will be keep on changes after deployment also. Deployment means what? After your product deploy into the target nation, also we are going to test whether the software is stable or not. Stable means what? Consistently it is working according to the end user perspective or not, they are going to test. Whenever we write, whenever we write test methods in a class under test conditions, we classify test methods as below. One case might be regression testing methods. Regression testing methods, what? Test methods. Second category might be sanity. Third case might be smoke. Fourth case might be the methods can run on only specific platforms. Platform related methods. Platforms means the methods can be run on Windows platform. Methods can run on Mac platform. Methods can run on Linux platform. Methods can run on Raspberry Pi. Methods can run by other operating systems. We know only 2, 3. There are how many operating systems we have? Clear? Android operating system? Yes or no? See, the methods can be classified into different categories. But the project manager would tell you that I need to test only few test cases. Don't test all there will be 200, 300 test cases. Why again and again you are testing? The methods which are belonging to a specific group only you execute rather than all the programs. Like that, they will be conveyed to you. That time, we are going to test the methods which are belonging to a specific group of methods rather than all the methods. Yes, sir? Yeah. Yes, right. So let me show you this thing about practical things. Let me take one program which will be conducted under the grouping category. Let's know. Grouping decorator demo. Grouping decorator demo. Clear? Yes. So now same import Pytest. So here I'm not going to take any selenium or something. Just let me give you. We can see ఇందాక మనం ఏం చేసాము టెస్ట్ మెథడ్ 1 లో స్కిప్పింగ్ లో పెట్టేటప్పుడు ఓన్లీ మనము కొన్ని తీసుకున్నాం. ఇందులో మనం స్కిల్ టు మాస్టర్స్ కరెక్ట్ వర్క్ అవుతుంది లేదా దాని ప్రోగ్రామ్ మొత్తం రాయొచ్చు. మీరు దాన్ని ఎలాబరేట్ చేయాలి. సి డోంట్ రైట్ జస్ట్ ఇవే ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేయకండి. ఇప్పుడు ఈ మెథడ్స్ ని స్కిప్పింగ్ లో రియల్ ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ రాయండి. వెదర్ రేడియో బటన్ ఈస్ వర్కింగ్ ఆర్ నాట్. అలాంటి ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ అని మెథడ్ బై మెథడ్ రాయాలి. ఇస్ దట్ క్లియర్? నేనేదో మీకు అర్థం అవ్వాలి ఆ ప్యాటర్న్ చెప్తున్నాను, కానీ మీరు రియల్ ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ రాయండి ఈ మెథడ్ లోపల. సార్ class.
Okay, sir.
Class name always starts with a capital T. If you make a small t, it will be not going to recognize. Please make sure about it. Like grouping related class. Relevant name I'm giving. Definition, isn't it? Test underscore method 1. Asset true. అసెట్ ట్రూ అని ఇస్తే ఏమవుతుంది, ట్రూ ఆర్ ఫాల్స్ ఇస్తే ఏమవుతుందంటే ఎన్ని పాస్ అయినా ఎన్ని ఫెయిల్ అనేది క్లియర్ గా సమరైజేషన్ ఇస్తుంది మనకి. డెఫినేషన్ టేక్ ద సేమ్ మెథడ్స్, కాపీ పేస్ట్, 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 పేస్ట్. ఎన్ని ఉన్నాయి ఇందులో మెథడ్స్? లెట్ మీ టేక్ వన్ బై వన్. మెథడ్ 1, మెథడ్ 2, మెథడ్ 3, మెథడ్ 4, మెథడ్ 5, మెథడ్ 6, మెథడ్ 7, మెథడ్ 8. That's all. Method 9, method 10. That's all. 10 methods. ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తున్నా నేను? ఐఎమ్ ట్రైంగ్ టు మేక్ గ్రూపింగ్ కదా. @pytest డాట్ మార్క్ డాట్ స్మోక్. ఈ మెథడ్ 1 అనేది దేనికి సంబంధించిన మెథడ్? స్మోక్ టెస్ట్ చేయాల్సింది. స్మోక్ ఈజ్ టెస్టింగ్ వేర్ వెదర్ ది for every changes to the program, is that behaving according to expectations or not. The stability of a program is going to be tested under the test called as a smoke test. Yes or no? So I'm making it as what? Method 1, Pytest dot mark smoke. Clear? Method 1, method 2 belonging to smoke, or else you can take a method 3 also belonging to the smoke. Pytest dot mark dot smoke. Clear? Now, next fourth method is that I'm categorizing into Pytest dot mark dot hello, yes, Vijay. It's చెప్పండి. Yes, yes, yes. Definitely, definitely. January 4th నుంచి కొత్త బ్యాచ్ స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది. Clear? Pytest dot mark dot sanity. Pytest dot mark dot sanity. How many 3 are comes under? Now I'm going to make Pytest dot mark dot regression. Here, the rate Pytest dot mark dot regression. Pytest dot mark dot regression. Clear? So, ఇప్పుడు నాకు దీన్ని ఎలా కంపైల్ చేయాలి? ఇప్పుడు నాకు I want to execute only the methods belonging to regression. I don't want to be execute sanity and as well as smoke. ఎలా execute చేయాలి? Let's go to terminal. Pytest -v -s. So go to Selenium. Pytest programs, grouping decorators demo. Let's now here I would specify regression. Yeah. So whenever we trying to be execute them, please, I have forgot. There is a option called as a -k. There is an option called -k, like -v, -s I'm giving, right? So every option will have its meaning actually. I'm not giving a unnecessarily without which, you know. ఇక్కడ రిగ్రెషన్ కంటే ముందు you give -k. -k indicates, you know, what is what kind of a group you wanted to execute the available methods within the class. Now definitely it will be give the path. Are you seeing, guys? Pre-passed, because only the regression related methods are 3, rest of the methods are belonging to other categories. Therefore 7 deselected, 3 are the passed. This is all. The test methods which are available within the class will be categorized as a groups according to which we are going to test them. It's very important, isn't it? So the parameterization I'll teach in the next class, isn't it? That's very important concept. In tomorrow's class I'll teach. So do you have any questions? Please, you make sure that rather than regression, you can change it as a sanity. You can change it as a smoke. You can change accordingly. Are you clear? Yes. Okay. So I'm going to give this program to you. Please, you try to be practice accordingly. In the Python, I'll be sharing this. So I gave you the corresponding program. Please, they follow the thing, and you just don't write a small things. You, instead of asset true, you take a real programs and trying to write out. That's the thing you can able to learn about.